Ezekiel's vision. Why the time? Why the river? What I'm about to explain here is an insight based on my own research. You will not find it in any commentary book as far as I know. The introduction to the book of Ezekiel says, "Now it came to pass in the 30th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river Kevar, that the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of God. In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of King Jehoiakim's captivity." The date, as Ezekiel described it, was the 5th of Tammuz, 21st June 592 BCE. This date is important because it is the period when Tammuz, according to the myth, had visions of himself being dragged and tortured in the underworld. So, it is already a fitting time for receiving visions. Around 10 days after this date, the summer solstice kicks in, Tammuz dies and goes to the underworld. When this happens, Babylonians used to make great funerary festivals for Tammuz and used to have a great Babylonian version of modern-day Halloween for the deceased ancestors for a month or two after the occasion. This whole thing, the Ezekiel vision, happened under the sign of Cancer. The vision and also the Feast of Tammuz happened under the sign of Cancer, or the 4th house of the sun. It was Cancer, a water sign used to predict river flow, floods, and rough times. The astrological sidereal chart of this day shows the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn in the same house, and they will even inhabit Cancer during the feast's month. The chart also shows Neptune, which was unknown at the time, but we know it rules both waters, dreams, and mystical visions. I think all of this triggered Ezekiel to go and meditate on a body of water. But which one is it? According to Sefer Yetzirah, the planets and the constellation of Cancer take the following letters. Mercury is Resh, Sun is Kaf, Saturn is Beit, and Cancer is Het. According to the diagram on your right, we understand that Ezekiel was making an ascension through the right and middle pillars of the tree, but it surprisingly, through the above-mentioned planets, shows the name of the water body, which Ezekiel would take a mikvah, a ritual bath, and meditate on it or around it. It is the river Kevar. The planets Mercury, Sun, and Saturn spells the name Kevar. The name of the river and its corresponding planets make a very good tzeruf, or permutation, and chant to start the meditation. The tzeruf will yield a 6-word chant that Ezekiel may have used to set his intention and aim his consciousness high. The first letter combination is Beit Resh Kaf, which is Barekh, meaning bless. The second combination is Bet Kaf Resh, Beker, meaning the firstborn or the first son. The third combination is Resh Bet Kaf, Ravkha, meaning your teacher or maybe your great one. Fourth, Kaf Beit Resh, which make Kevar, meaning already, or that is, and it is also the name of the river. And the fifth combination is Resh Kaf Beit, Rakav, or Rakav, meaning rode on or riding on. And the sixth combination is Kaf Resh Beit, spelling Keruv. The astrological configuration. In conclusion, the astrological configuration of that day, the 5th of Tammuz, 592 BCE, resonated with the river where Ezekiel had his vision. It may have been reflected, the configuration may have been reflected in the water of the river, and the combination of the three letters made a chant to bring different parts of the vision together, through which Ezekiel came face to face with the word of God while chanting. The 6 words are Barekh, Beker, Ravkha, Kevar, Rakav, Keruv, or Rakav, Keruv, meaning bless your teacher or your great one, or bless your teacher, the great one that is already rode or riding on the cherub. The chant and Tzeruf already contains all the parts of the vision and show that Ezekiel was trying to bring redemption through the Mashiach. The Mashiach, of course, being the Word of God in human form, and the Word of God came to him as he bled. He was trying to launch a counter-spiritual war to bring the living God to the spiritual domain of the dead Principality Tammuz, which he successfully did, in contrast to the notion that there is no prophecy outside the land of Israel. Finally, go and meditate on the 6-word chant, and let me know in the comments if you received any insight about them. Thank you. See you in the next video. Peace and mercy be with you.